Hi students, my name is Sakesh Shetty from AJIT Engineering College, Mangalore. Today we will discuss about integrated water resource management. It comes under in module 3 and we'll discuss in that topic what is the issues and challenges facing in that integrated water resource management.
Social equity, and what do you mean by social equity, and what is the social economic efficiency? Everything we will discuss about. So social equity here, ensuring equal access for all users means all people must have access to water of adequate quality and quantity. Also, participation in water management by all stakeholders and best way to ensure equity. Social equity means all users, the means all people must have access to water of adequate quality and quantity. Adequate quality and quantity, whether poor people or rich, this doesn't matter, but each and everyone, they should get proper quantity of water and good quality of water. Then only we can say that social equity is there and social water is having proper distributed, the proper water management is there. So for that, each and everyone should take responsibility of developing water management. So that is called social equity. The main agenda is each and every person should get water. That is, that water should be quality and good quantity. So, and economic efficiency, that means if any maximum possible of economic return we should get, whatever if water resource project they are implemented, means we should get proper output from that, and that should be economic. It means that maximum more than 80% of water they are using for agricultural purpose. If they are using the agricultural purpose, means that agricultural product, it's whether it is economically good or not, that should be checked. In that market value, whether we are getting proper value or not, whether it is not good for grown in that area, we can't go for that product grow that vegetation, no? We can go for another. That is called economic efficiency. And ecological sustainability means what? Sustainability, water used and distributed in proper way, because to achieve ecological sustainability, current water use should be managed in such a way that it does not affect future generation. It means overdrawing, pumping wells get, what will happen? So the pumping well surface water will get dried, no? Over drawing means that we can say that in Punjab or in that one some area, if you go in some states, if you go, that total people are dependent on bore wells water. So what happens? So total lot of water they are drawing from that bore wells, automatically its groundwater level depleting. So it affect, automatically affect for our groundwater level, so that it will affect for future generation. So it doesn't affect future generation, so it means we need to develop some project. We should, some monitoring, proper monitoring is required, and legal framework is required. Some rules should bring to maintain proper way. So here we can say then, South Canara or now they are implementing rules, means in this much percentage only you should take bore wells, but that in area they are limited this much quantity, this much numbers only, that permission permission is we are getting from that authority. And if you are going for more than 2 or 3 borewells, they are not permitting, because they are having some rules. If the more borewells if you take, means that automatically it will affect for groundwater. So that reasons they are having some rule and legal framework, and there are some systems they are developing because of that ecological sustainability, to maintain the economic sustainability. These three important cases is there. One is social equity, as I told before. Social equity means the each and every person, whether he is whether rich person or poor, that doesn't matter, but everyone should get a proper quality and quantity of water. and also economic efficiency. I told that whatever the project, that should get some efficiency, and it should be because where the government is investing some money, means it has to be a good economic efficiency. So that is the important three systems IWRM they're managed. And what is the Dublin principles? That Dublin principles also one of the important principles. The IWRM principles adopted in the International Conference on Water and Environment in Dublin, Ireland in 1992 are known as the Dublin principles. Here in the Dublin principles, here they developed some rules, and here the main point is, first principle 1 is fresh water is a finite and vulnerable resources essential to sustain life and development in the environment. It means all the people should get fresh water. So that is Dublin means fresh water is a finite and vulnerable resources and essential to sustain and development the environment. Water sustains life in all forms and required for many different purposes, functions and services. Therefore, holistic management has to involve for the demands placed resources and threats to it. Holistic management has to involve for the demands placed. Holistic approach means if it is having more than two authority, it is called holistic management. It means that systems that authorities has two authorities working together, that involve is required for that one, for fresh water to get proper fresh water in for social, and that is one of the holistic approach is required. And water development and management, and another one is water development and management should be in that. Also one more point is that creating water sensitivity water economy requires coordinated policy making at all levels, from national ministers to local government or community. There is also need for mechanism which ensures that economic sector decisions makers take water cost and sustainability into account when making production and consumption choices. And more important things, women play a central part in the provisions, management and safeguarding of water. So that he's there telling the women, men it's not, they are specified, especially women they should take central part in the provisions and management and safeguarding of water. Why it is there specified women? They should know what is the what is the importance of conservation of water, because in one because if considering if she is a housewife, she know how to save the water for daily needs. So she should take major role in that conserving the water. So that reasons they are specified women plays a central part in the provisions, management and safeguarding of water. And also water has economic value in all its competing uses and should be recognized in its economic good. That is public with the social. As per the development concerns, water is a key system. So that reasons that economic value in all its competing uses and should be recognized in economic good. And what we can say that when we should concentrate on these all things and for better management, water resource management. Next, implementation of IWRM. So what is the enabling, the implementation, enabling environment, role of institution and management of instruments? That we'll see what is the things going in that implementation. And IWRM implementation is focused on three basics and aims at avoiding a fragmented approach for water resource management by considering the following aspects: enabling environment, suitable policies and strategies, and it's required. After a proper enabling environment is essential to both ensure rights and assets of all stakeholders, individual stakeholders in the sense individual as well as public and private sector organization and companies, and also protects public assets such as intrinsic environment value. So here there are sustainable policies and strategies And also that one more thing they told, role of institutional management framework, practice the policies and strategies of and legislation. The institution of development of critical to the formulation of implementation of IWRM policies and programs. Failure to match the responsibility authorities and capacities for action are all major sources of difficulty with implementing the IWRM. And management instruments, the management instruments management is for implementing, we have to see that benefit are sustainable for IWRM planning cycle. So that is important in that management instrument. That some of the cross-cutting condition that are also important to consider when implementing IWRM is political will and commitment. That is one of the important topic, and capacity development. And what we can and adequate investment, financial stability, and sustainable cost recovery, monitoring and evaluation. IWRM should be viewed as a process rather than one shot approach. There is no correct administrative model. The art of IWRM lies in selecting, adjusting, and applying the right mix of these tools for a given situation. IWRM has and fixed beginnings or endings. What is a political will and commitment? The political means make the systems do the proper things. So that is the political will. Political will and commitment is means whatever the projects, whatever the rules is bringing to grassroots level, then political viewpoint, will and commitment should be proper required. Then only it will so properly implementing. Because what happens now, the government is bringing lot of projects, especially in hydraulics and water resource management, because basic need of that only. But it's 90% if project is not completing, because that we can political will, they are not having willing to complete the project, because that is the main source for them. The main money will come from that only. If they are completed, they will get commission. If they are not completed, they may get the huge the money from that whole project's money. So that reasons that political will is not there to completing the projects. So that is required. That is more important. Political will and commitment is more and more is required for completing any water resource management projects or any water resource projects and hydraulic structures project, anything, any kind of related water resource projects. That main importance is related to them. For example, if I can say that one Ethinahole project is there, how many years is completed? It started very 2012 till now it's not completed, but you can't imagine how much money is invested for that one. 1,000 crores, more than 1,000 crores they are invested for that project, but it's totally unscientific projects. Then also they are not completing the projects, and they are not giving a proper report also what happens in, what is the monitoring system, daily monitoring is not there. And why it is happens means political willingness. They are not having will and commitment for that project, any kind of related to water resource project or any kind of project. They are not having any willingness to complete that project. They think only if you get projects means they are getting money, that they are having only that kind of systems, and they are having their only that kind of mindsets. Then how they will get, how whatever you are implementing, whatever your projects bringing, but if they are not, if it's not reaching to the poor and poor people, or if not reaching to the common man, and if you're not reaching to the one who are not struggling to scarcity of water, then what is the use of bringing lot of projects? So that is also important. So that is the idea. So this is the cross-cutting condition that also important to consider when implementing the IWRM. This all we should consider. And capacity of development, it means it should have some capacity to develop that one, because that I said, no, each and stakeholders are what we are calling that private public body or a common body, they should have some willingness to involving that projects. That as I told, holistic approach means one or two authority, they should take initiative of that project, and they should monitor that project. They should having the awareness of that project, and they should have some idea of that project. They should have some knowledge of that project. Then only that development is occurs. that we can call in capacity of development, and adequate investment, financial stability, and sustainable cost recovery. It means investment is proper way, and it's the stability of the financial stability and sustainability cost recovery, because whatever we are giving the projects to contractor or anything, they are having to, they should have some stability to the control whenever if there's something happens in our government side, so they should have some ability to maintain some time that projects. If they sometimes in between their they left that work and if they go, means that also one big huge drawback it will create for that projects. That is also very big drawback for them. That's that reasons we are telling we having some we should have some financial stability and sustainable cost recovery and adequate instant everything, adequate investment, everything we should require for that projects, and we should each and everyone should monitor that projects, what is the status and everything they should know. Then only we can develop that implement the IWRM project for that systems. And monitoring and evaluation, and in one more thing is monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring that if whatever the projects, if it is implementing, that monitoring is required, because the projects is going on, what is the necessity of checking that projects they are already given some one contractor and he is running that contract, and what is the necessity of checking that contracts, and what is the necessity of checking monitoring that. If we think that way, that is not a proper way, and it's not a proper systems implementing. We are not that is not a support of our side, that we can say that we are telling the monitoring and evaluation is required for that each and every projects, and we should follow up that project. Then only we can give some commitment for that project. And IWRM should be viewed as a process rather than one shot approach. It means one shot approach means we should have some process. It means it is direct approach. If it is having some, if the projects, if they are approaching someone else, and if they are having if they are interested in that project, they should get that contract and they should complete within a certain time. That is called one shot approach. And there is no correct administrative model. So administrative model is required for that project. It means the administration is everything for the administration is important. If not administration is not proper way, then of course it creates problem for huge projects. That reasons for they should have some administrative model. The correct administrative model is required for that project. The art of IDWRM lies in selecting, adjusting, applying the right mix of these tools for a given situation. That's integrated water resource management lies in selecting, if whatever the projects, if they should select in proper way, and adjusting and applying the right mix of these tools for a given situation. Whatever the situation, whatever if the project stops or whatever the things happens or whatever the project will comes, they should have some proper administrative skill to give that proper way. IWM has an fixed beginnings or endings. They should have some fixed beginnings or endings, because that projects having, it means they are having some systems, whatever that project started, whether it's when it is ending, that endings also should require, because if it's continuing every for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 30 years, means that is not a proper way. So we should monitor that every stage, every year, and when the one day it will end, and that day we'll give the report and back to concerned authority. That should proper administration required in that way. What is the IWRM planning cycle? This is only we are discussing about that how we can start the projects and how we can first one national goals. See, development objectives of IWRM, it's having some national goals. What we said in that one, what we discussed in that natural system and human system is there in that integrated water systems. People with within the river basin doing lot of activities and integrating the active. They are not. We need to monitor that also. Though various development of issues within the watershed, within the what is the word we are calling microeconomic. If whatever the development issues is there, we should do that within the water body only, or within the watershed only, and influencing the economic effects of water developments. Invest particular amount watershed. What kind of amount watershed and what kind of development, what kind of projects is going on. That one, everything is considered. Integration of stakeholders in planning and decisions. We have to fall off with the stakeholders or that public in integration of the planning and decisions. It means planning and decisions we should make, integrate the stakeholders. We should take that planning and decision they should make. Quantity is not important, quality is also important. Only quantity is also not important, even quality is also important. And that water recharge system, we know that is related to aquifer system, that should be sustained in the system. And so that is what I am telling now. Here national goals is there, development objectives. First is national goals, and water resource issues assessment. What we said, that different issues is there. And water resource policy and strategy is there. IWRM implementation plan is there. Actions of implementation, monitoring and evaluation of progress, and that is finally we are getting that national focus. This is the systems. First one, goals is there, because we need to develop that water system. When this kind of systems, we are implementing this kind of system, that kind of goals they are developing. And after that, water resource issues assessment is there. So it means some issues we are creating. This means, as we discussed before, that what kind of issues is there, water resource pressures and populations creating the problem for water, and water scarcity problem, that everything issues that. And water resources policy and strategy, some water resource policy and strategy they are developing to they are bringing some rule to give good systems. So that reasons some policies there. So that is also important.